Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today we have a special show from the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar where we're going to be trying the 2025-2026. I'm not sure exactly where this was supposed to fit. It came to me, it was mailed before the end of the year, in time here for the new year. I guess it might be called 2026. What do you think? What do you think?
I Googled it just a minute ago. And I typed in 2025 because I'd forgotten the year change. And it looks like it is going to be called like the 2025 batch because this proof came up. And I noticed this proof for a certain reason that
So that helps us understand what we even have here at the moment. So it's Cowboy from Garrison Brothers, their classic limited once-a-year release. And comes in at hazmat strength again this year. So we'll talk about all that, exactly the proof, and we'll talk about previous experience with Cowboy and all that kind of stuff. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Darren, there's something you want to talk about. What is that, sir?
So we were lucky enough to get to go do something really cool in December of this year. And this is the first time that... it might be the first time I've seen you since then.
Right.
But it is definitely the first time that we've sat down and gotten to talk about it. So we got to go... and I believe this was your first time ever doing a barrel pick at this distillery. We got to go do a barrel pick at Buffalo Trace.
Correct.
Let's talk a little bit about that experience and how cool it was, because that's what it was.
Yeah, so cool. I've never done a barrel pick at Buffalo Trace. I picked Buffalo Trace barrels, but always with a kit before. And, it was a great experience. I mean, it's one of my favorite distilleries. I mean, the grounds are beautiful. The people there are nice. It's just fun to be there, right?
Mm-hmm. It is a really cool... This was my first time going on a tour at Buffalo Trace. Okay. I've been in a couple times and just kind of hung out, but didn't get on a tour because most of the time you have to book them in advance, and that's not usually how I know I'm going to be in that area. Even I'll be like, oh, this week, okay, I'm going to be in Kentucky. Let's do it, type thing. So... But I was blown away by how beautiful the grounds all were. And, I knew the entry was beautiful and everything, but it's just everywhere you look is spectacular.
Yeah.
They really did some fantastic stuff. Was there anything that stood out particularly? Because you've been on 500 plus barrel picks. I don't know what number we like to say, but it's more than 500 easily.
Yeah.
What was there anything that stood out to you?
I mean... just the fact, just being there and seeing it. I don't know that there was like a moment that was just like hard to believe. We got to spend some time in Warehouse H. I think that's always cool. I have been in there before, though, so it's not like I've never been in Warehouse H. But I think that's special. So many people connect with that because that's where all the Blantons comes from.
Yeah. Not
that the Blantons is the only thing in that warehouse, but that's a favorite warehouse there. So that was kind of cool. And just seeing the ground, they took us by a place that marks where all the flooding is done. And I did take a short video showing each of the floods that have been there since like the 1800s. And got a lot of traction on that on the YouTube channel. People,
oh, nice.
I don't think a lot of people have seen that, so that's kind of a cool thing that I had never seen there before.
And the normal tour walks right past it. I believe. It's just they don't point it out. Yeah, and it's like, that is so cool.
Yeah, so obviously people are interested in that because a lot of people have been watching that video for sure. So, yeah.
The thing that really stood out to me, there's two. Again, doing the barrel pick in Warehouse H was really cool.
Right.
And that's actually where we did the pick. But we were wanting to do two of the choices blindly. And so he kind of just was like, yeah, go walk around, I guess, over here so I can mix them up. And, like, climbing and reading barrels that are going to be certain things.
Right, yeah.
It was a fun time.
Had to entertain ourselves for a little bit. Yeah.
But
no one had a drill, by the way. So that was the unfortunate
I tried to find one, though.
Right.
I was looking around, didn't see any laying around. That's probably a good call. But the thing that was really interesting that I had actually not tasted or experienced at any distillery I'd been to before, when we were in the fermentation room, they were filling up one of the fermenters with sour mash. And so the guy that was working in the room grabbed a glass and just was like, hey, try this.
About that, yeah.
And that was
cool.
Yeah, it's not something you see often. It did taste different.
Yep.
And then after that, he grabbed some of the actual mash and had us try that, and it was so much sweeter. You can understand why people call it sour mash, and I don't know. That was such a cool experience. That's
true. I forgot about that. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I've thought about it several times since then. I'm like, that guy he didn't have to do it, and evidently. No. When most of the tour groups are back there, everyone that works there just walks away. But because we were with the single barrel coordinator, which that's a great job to be single barrel coordinator at Buffalo Trace. He just, who was incredibly knowledgeable. I believe his name was Tom.
I don't remember for sure. Yeah.
I'm 50% sure on that.
Okay.
So, but him and the guy working back there get along really well, and so that's why we got to try the sour mash.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. So, special.
What did we end up picking?
So we ended up picking, it was Sazerac Rye 100 proof. So the cool thing is, too, they proof it down to 100 proof. So we're not picking something different than you're going to be tasting. We picked it out as it stands. And you know, it was great. What did we have 4 samples? 4 samples?
4 samples.
Yeah.
They were all about 6-ish years old.
Yep.
We figured out by the end, and just fantastic. So much proof for 100 proof. So much flavor for 100 proof. I was really surprised when I took that first sip. I was like, wow, that is...
Yeah, that's a great value whiskey, so I think people are going to like when we get it in here. And I think you're really going to like the fact that we had set up a couple things that neither came to fruition. Number one, we were going to film this pick. Bo Cumberland, our guy who does our movies and stuff like that, couldn't make it. He had to cancel, so we didn't film anything. And then the second thing was that Freddie Johnson was going to lead us on the tour. Well, he gets caught up and had to do something, so we didn't have that either. But Freddie's going to come to the store when this releases, and he's going to be the one introducing this pick to you guys. So, which is pretty cool.
Which is crazy.
Right. So we have, we've got, we can fit like, I don't know, if we push it, we can get 40 people in here, and we're going to push it. And then we're going to do 2, we're only going to do 1, and then we're going to do a different event too. We're going to do 2 different events with Freddie. We're going to do kind of like a mixer where you can do them, and then we're going to do a traditional release. There is going to be a cost. It'll be a little bit more than usual, but we're not making a dime off that. We're taking all that money and donating it to Freddie's charity. So he's taking time out of his schedule to do this for us. We're going to help raise money that he does. He does, gravesite cleanups for African-American cemeteries. And a lot of our...
Cool.
Yeah,
and no one is really talking about the problems that are existing.
Right. So he started out doing one where his family, a lot of his family members are buried. It makes sense. You go to visit your family and the cemetery's in disrepair. It's embarrassing. It's hurtful. And he started raising money to help fix it up. And what happened was you got to start meeting experts, people who can do things. What happens when you get, pull up a headstone and it's worn out? You got to get someone to come in and etch it. What about when things just get buried? How do you scan to know where things are? He's got a guy for that. So now he's starting to utilize these people to other cemeteries as well. So he's kind of expanding what he's doing to help out more cemeteries. And, one thing you're going to always need with that kind of stuff is resources. So we're going to help him by raising money for his charities for being here. So
that is awesome. I have a friend who works for a couple Missouri cemeteries and takes it very seriously.
Uh-huh.
That is a field that a lot of people respect cemeteries. It's just there's not a lot of funding to keep them maintained the way they should be.
Right.
And it's actually kind of a problem across the industry. So I think it's amazing that Freddie's doing this.
Yes.
And it started with, I'm sure, a local home cemetery in Lexington.
Yep.
Because his family's been there for years, from what I've understood of his history, and then now to be able to help and have these resources to connect people has got to be a great feeling.
Yeah. So he's doing some really good stuff and making a difference. So, and again, you want to make sure that we're respecting the people that came before us forever, not for 10 or 15 years and then be like, well, who cares? No, you want to make sure that if anybody's looking up down the road, family members, they track down people in their lineage that they want to come visit, that it looks presentable. So he's doing really unbelievable work. So
yeah,
he's a special guy anyway. So yeah, so it's a cool thing that he's doing, and we're going to help him out. So that'll be fun. There'll be information about that once we know. And again, we're talking about months away here until the barrel is ready. And then once we get the barrel ready to go, I will work with Freddie on a date, and then we'll do those 2 events. And we'll hold it if we have to. If Freddie's like, hey, I can't make it in for 2 weeks, we're going to take that barrel pick and put it next door and under lock and key.
Yep.
And we won't release it till he shows up. So that's how we'll do it.
Freddie offered to do it. We can't pass up on this offer.
Yeah, we can't be like, all right, thanks for coming, Freddie. By the way, it all sold out last week, so just hang out with us if you like. So no, we'll put it away, and we'll make it happen. We'll make it work. So, but very much looking forward to that. We'll also do some special stuff. We'll do some drawings and things like that. Again, with selling tickets, that'll be a fundraiser. 100% of any money that we collect, other than bottle sales, and we'll put some of the bottle sales money towards this too. But we also have to be in business, so we can't just give away everything. But we will give away, a bunch of money to Freddie. He'll walk out of there with a nice check for just being a great person. So it's cool. All right, so that's a little bit about that. It was a great time. We got to thank Rebecca Weller and her husband, Stephen. Rebecca won, so she's the one that made sure that we got invited to go do this. They live in Kansas, so the fact that they're clearing their barrel in St. Louis, Missouri is pretty darn cool. It's because really they like our store, and it's very supportive and almost unbelievable that it really happened. So that's the only way we could ever do a Buffalo Trace barrel pick.
Yep, that's the only way it's possible.
Yeah.
The other thing that was really cool is we were basically like, yeah, it's your guys' pick. You can invite anyone they wanted to. They invited one friend from back home, and then they invited 2 of our semi-regulars. Mm-hmm. And I barely knew that they knew each other, but
right.
I think them and Tim met at Nobleton several times, and then in Drizzy, they did the Wollersheim picks together.
Yeah.
And that was the crew.
Yeah. That was who got to pick that one. So special stuff for sure. So, but yeah, if you're not in the Barrel Select program, you should be, and then clear your barrels through here if you win. So yeah, you win the opportunity to buy a barrel. And again, people are like, I can't afford a barrel. You don't have to. We actually pay for the barrel. You get the opportunity to be a part of the pick, and then you can decide how much involvement you want from us. But then we clear it, and then you can buy bottles from the pick through that and that way. So that's how it goes. So there you go.
And it's a free thing to sign up for, and every year that you don't win, so, you get a better chance.
Yes.
So I don't know who doesn't want to be signed up for this.
Exactly. All right, what we'll do next, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be trying the new Cowboy Bourbon from Garrison Brothers. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
And during this break, we bring you, what do we bring you? Neely Family Distillery.
You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's Steve and Darren here at the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar. We have the Cowboy, and it looks like it's the 2025 release. We just wanted to clarify that. We're just getting it now, but this is the 2025 edition. And Darren, what do we know about this?
So this is the second hazmat, I believe, maybe the third, and I missed a year. But for a while, Cowboy Bourbons was the limited release from Garrison Brothers. It was their big guy. Always had the beautiful gold wax on top. Came in a box.
Yep. High proof. It's always been high proof. Just the last couple have been hazmats.
Yeah, but like high proof, I think most of them are over 135.
Right,
so,
right, yeah.
And I don't know exactly when the first one was. I think it was definitely before I turned 21. But Garrison Brothers is always been making good whiskey, and they've really gotten it figured it out now. And I said before we even started this that I think most of the releases are going to be hazmat from here on out, because it seems like, we can release them at this time. It's going to be great. So this one's coming in at 146.4 proof.
Okay.
That's not a low hazmat, just squeaking over there, too.
It is not. So, yeah. And what's the barrel price? Bottle price.
Bottle price is around $250 for a bottle, which for a hazmat, one of the biggest release from honestly, an old craft distillery in America. They're one of the first to start doing things.
Yeah, for sure.
But
it has that iconic look of Garrison Brothers. It's dark. It's mahogany. What color would that? I would say, if you're going to put a color to it, mahogany.
Yep.
Very dark out in those Texas summers, and heck, Texas winters are hard.
Yeah, Texas winters would be enough to make me sweat.
Yeah.
But the other thing about Garrison that people don't really realize is they didn't have it easy when they were first starting out, right?
No,
they had barrels bursting. That's one of my favorite interviews you've ever done on the Bourbon Show.
Right.
Is talking to Dan Garrison and all the problems that they had.
Yeah, because, they're in a totally different climate, and they don't have any comps, so they're doing this, themselves, and they just kind of do what was being done in Kentucky, and it turns out you can't do things exactly the same as Kentucky. And, and the only way that they could have done it is how they did it, by learning it, by doing it. So
I think their barrel staves are like an inch thicker, or their heads at least are, to keep everything together.
Man, the nose on this is unbelievable, man.
It is just rich and goes on forever.
Yeah, man, that's candy. All right, let's taste this thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That does not drink that proof. I mean, you can feel it on the palate.
Right.
But that goes down real easy for almost 150.
That's got to be the best Cowboy yet, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That is really good.
I've never had one. All Cowboys I've enjoyed, I've not had one in this league before. They're stepping it up. That is spectacular.
Yeah. That's got some different notes on there. A lot of times with Cowboy, I would say, tobacco, dark fruit, that type of thing. This one's got some lighter fruit notes in it, which is a little bit different.
But then you get a little bit of that tobacco on the back end, that leather note, that big Texas funk. Like, if you're a fan of Texas whiskey, they didn't lose that, because a lot of people love that deep funkiness.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good. It's got a candy taste to it, too. I would say, what are those? So, man, I forget the name of the candy. They're dark. They're kind of Tootsie Roll. It's kind of got a little Tootsie Roll taste.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, man, I'm getting old. I couldn't think of that.
Well, you said dark candy. First thing I thought of was Werther's. Not very dark of a candy.
That's a light candy, Darren.
Yeah, I know. I realize that now.
Hey, guys, when I was a kid, we used to eat Tootsie Rolls. I don't see kids eating Tootsie Rolls.
Because they suck.
They probably do. Maybe that's all we had back then. I don't know.
You can buy, when Halloween comes around, you can buy a 1,000-count thing of Tootsie Rolls for like $2.
Okay.
That's like the current quality of Tootsie Roll, in case you're not tapped into the industry.
Tootsie's Rolls are struggling.
Yeah. But like their other products are doing good, but Tootsie Rolls are not it anymore.
Okay. Well, this one's got some great notes on it. Really good stuff. Look for it. It's really good. If you like the previous releases, I think you're gonna like this one even better.
Cowboy almost every single year has the best box in the world of bourbon. It is high quality. It's wood.
Yep.
It is very nice. So I'm sure this year's will be the same.
Yeah.
And then with a bottle like that inside, it's worth the price tag. It just is.
Absolutely. All right. On that note, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Darren, we'll start with you.
You can find me on Instagram at the Bourbon Adventures.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's going to be abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Also, come by and see me. The ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. We're online, abvbarrelshop.com. If you want to get involved, head over to patreon.com/theabvnetwork. And that's to do it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Bye.
Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.